Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Leo November 21, 2022. You could experience some discomfort related to your more profound emotions, attractions, and attachments today, with the Sun in your intimacy sector in a minor challenging aspect to Chiron in your sign. Consider it a signal to give your heart a little more time on a matter. With retrograde Mars square Neptune as well, slowing down and reorienting yourself is important. Direction or guidance may be lacking just for now. The Moon heads into your partnership sector for a stay of over 2 days, and you're seeking the security of others' company. Later today is good for soaking in information, updating your knowledge, and training or studying. Very disappointing and confusing energy lurks ahead today. Take a deep breath as your planetary ruler, mighty Mars, sizzles through your solar third house of communication. He will collide with poisonous and nefarious Neptune in your solar 12th house. Be aware that gossip, slander, and secrets are lurking behind every corner and could potentially have devastating effects on your personal or romantic life. Don't succumb to the temptation to impulsively cause a little drama. If single, today is not the best time to hook up or meet someone new. This would just lead you down a dark. Have a clear perception before you take action. As a cardinal sign, you like to jump right in without a second thought. Lead by instincts, you tend to do fairly well by addressing things as they come up. However, you may benefit from taking a more reflective approach when Mars retrograde in Gemini squares Neptune retrograde in Pisces. You may want to initially speak up about something at work today, but it may benefit you to hold back until you have more information. Something needs to come to light before you take action. That the Sun is spending his last weekend in your financial sector at a friendly aspect to Jupiter, just as the planet of luck and expansion is spending his last weekend in retrograde motion in an intuitive and imaginative part of your chart can't help but fuel your financial confidence, instincts and imagination. While the Sun is all about keeping it real, Jupiter is all about what's possible, today holding the keys to turning financial dreams into reality. This is a good day for you in your close relationships. The energy is there to feel all the security you need, while at the same time acknowledging the reality that those closest to you may need a little space. Whatever you can do to help this kind of experience along is recommended. Have flowers delivered, take a deep breath when you don't have the words to express yourself, and wait to see what the other person has to say. This in itself can make you feel relaxed and well. It's your day, and it's full of your own natural essence. You should feel energetic and ready to take on just about anything. Let your creativity and ambition take hold and see what happens. Be sure to go easy on the people around you, however. Patience isn't likely to be your strong suit today. If it's possible, see about spending time alone in your personal space working on something that really engages you. Don't forget to have some fun along the way. There'll be plenty of time for serious work tomorrow. That Venus and Mercury are spending their first weekend in an adventurous part of your chart aligned will make it a lot easier to not just embrace the weekend spirit but the journey that the final weeks of 2022 will take you on. This comes as the Moon has just wrapped up a visit to your work sector that has left you with a lot to unpack and process across the income, work and career fronts, which can be best done by letting your subconscious do its job without interference. Personally and professionally, you will benefit from time out to embrace the weekend spirit and a sense of wanderlust, curiosity, and adventure. At the same time that Venus and Mercury are spending their first weekend in an adventurous part of your chart aligned, the Moon is making its monthly visit to your relationship sector. This is the Moon's first visit since Mercury left, ending all planetary activity on the relationship front. This first visit since Mars retrograde turn in your communication sector makes this a good day on the communication and relationship fronts with the spirit of romance and adventure setting in. Daily Planetary Overview. Today, the Moon sextiles Mercury and Venus, and will feel a strong work ethic and determination to get things done. But as the Moon aspects Venus, you could be cautious about letting down your guard with people, and you might even be somewhat defensive. You have to face up to an inner test of strength, constantly pressured by other people's problems. They might even hurt your feelings or wind you up. Take a constructive approach to this difficult situation by seeing it as an opportunity to strengthen your own position and to emerge from the argument with greater self-confidence. To put it mildly, you are somewhat overwhelmed with what is expected of you. There are frequent misunderstandings, especially with relatives and friends. To avoid making the tense situation worse, refrain from acting in the heat of the moment. You need a great deal of time and patience for talking things over to clear matters up. The sun is in the last degrees of Scorpio, pushing us to rush through our emotions. If you can tap into your reservoir of charm and compassion, you can make it through a challenging morning without too many issues. You have every right to simply have fun with others, but with this attitude you rarely experience the feeling of true love. Being a great heartbreaker limits your experiences, not allowing anyone to break through the barrier you place around yourself. You feel sad and lonely and wonder what it is you're missing. Later, it's a great time to reach out to the people you care about. If you haven't spoken to certain friends or family members in a long time, pick up the phone or send a message to check in with them. The pleasant energy of the evening will inspire you to share. Don't hesitate to let your emotions and intentions be known at this time. Just after midnight, the Virgo moon opposes Jupiter in Pisces, reminding us of the risk of excess. Be mindful of any late-night eating or drinking that could bother your gut. Many of us will be asleep at this hour, and we may be offered guidance in our dreams that bears relevance to waking life, where idealistic or grandiose thinking can get us into trouble. The moon then enters a short void lasting only a couple of hours. You will have to put up with unpleasantness in your private life, being asked repeatedly to take a stance on awkward conflicts. Some decisions may be taken that cause you great pain. Try to see this phase as a chance for inner growth. If you find the right way of doing things, you will be successful. You come under intense scrutiny and react badly to criticism you might receive from people you care about most. Emotional outbursts lead you to say things you later regret. It is probably best if you try and remove yourself from any tense situation to a quiet place where you're able to reflect on how you feel. Constantly tempted to seek pleasure for yourself, you don't even consider the thought of sharing intimate moments with another. If this is the way you feel, your attitude may satisfy you in the short term, but you notice something is missing, you're disenchanted. Practice self-restraint, reflect on your conduct. In the pre-dawn hours, the moon enters Libra, ending its short void of course. Over the next 2 days, our emotional equilibrium hinges on the stability of our relationships and our environments. Unjust or uncivilized interactions can be disturbing to us. We prefer to keep things light and friendly now, avoiding contention through diplomacy. Aim to be discerning and accept things for what they are instead of what you want them to be.